Hello everybody, my name is Nicola and welcome back to my channel. I blog over at thefrugalcottage.com all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of things in between. And as it's the start of a new week, I thought I would do a budget update for you and then my cash envelope stuffing as well. So we'll start with the budget. So as many of you know that we're doing a no spend year this year, and as we get towards the end of January it is making me realise some things. But also it is having a good impact on our finances. So this is my budget binder. The planner is available on my website. February's will be up soon. So turn all this. So first things first is my no spend day tracker. Now you can see there that it's going okay. Maybe slightly more kind of spend days than I'd have hoped for. However, I'm aiming for 20. And I'm definitely, well, I shouldn't jinx it, but I definitely think I'm going to hit that. I'm up to 18 so far. Today's going to be another spend day because I'm doing our food shop and things like that because it's Sunday. But I should be able to do another 2 during the week to get to that 20, so I'm really pleased with that as a starting point. And then this is the expense tracker. Now, one of the main things I've realised kind of doing this no spend year, or starting it anyway, because obviously we're only in the first month, is just how much I'd like pop out to the shop to get 1 or 2 things, or maybe we'd go into town and spend it on parking, or just, you know, like the little things that kind of you don't really notice that much, but then at the end of the month they're the things that add up to quite a lot. And the other thing about this is I'm still only on the first page of this expense tracker, so there's 3 in here and I'm still on the first one, and actually I think I'll probably go on to the second by the end of the month, but only just. And I can't remember ever having this like little transactions during an entire month. I've used this version of this planner for quite a long time. Filling this out is what has transformed our finances, because it really does make you like evaluate every single area of your spending habits. And yeah, I can't remember the last time I had so little, but that's a good thing. I'm definitely not complaining, but yeah, I'm only on the first page. And actually you can see that I've only used the children's budget once this month, and obviously that might change this week. But even that, you know, it's fairly like simple. It just looks good. I'm really pleased with how that looks, and I'm really pleased with how this is looking. So like here, I went shopping last Sunday and then I didn't need to go again till yesterday. I mean, I can't remember the last time I went a whole working week without spending any money, for example. It's good. It is good. Very much back to basics, but in a good way. So look, so there's the empty expense tracker I don't need, and the second one. And then the weekly check-in. Now this is one of the most eye-opening pages in this. So this is about the variable expenses category. Shall I zoom in so you can maybe read that slightly? My camera doesn't like it when I do this in the middle. There we go. So food this week, I spent £72.24, so a lot more than the week before, but that's okay. And we've still got, in the food budget category, we've still got £75.59 remaining, which I'm pleased about. Probably will go kind of towards using all that up, but that's okay. Our food budget tends to be the one that if I'm going to go over in any variable, we set it at £250 and that's okay if we go over that, and it's, you know, it's there for a reason. That's the one that we normally kind of go over, and that's okay. Miscellaneous, I spent £12.06 this week and we've still got £31.57 remaining. Petrol, £29.68 spent this week, and £75.84. Now was it last month or the month before, I increased the petrol budget to £150 a month. But then this month, as you can see, I don't seem to have gone anywhere near that. So, although saying that, I do need to put some in today, but even then, even if I needed to put in a full tank in the car, it wouldn't cost me £75. So maybe I need to rethink that again, I don't know. And then children, not spent anything on those, and I didn't spend anything on them last week either, so their budget is well intact so far. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if I'm going to go to soft play this week or not, but even if I am, so £82 obviously doesn't cost, although it might feel like it doesn't cost £82 to go to soft play. So I'm really pleased with how they're looking as well. I think that considering we've only got until Friday like left of January, I think we're doing really well, and also it really has made me feel much more in control of our spending. Like from January the 1st I've been really mindful of what I'm spending on, what we need to spend on, and that's the whole point of this no spend year really, is to kind of think about spending habits, personal spending habits, and if I really need to buy something or not, and chances are most of the time I really don't. So if I then show you, probably need to zoom back out. So if I then turn over, I've not filled that in, I've not made, now I said at the start of the month I would hope to have some of this filled in. I have not in any shape or form tried to, barring blog stuff, which I will do a video about anyway, I've not done anything in terms of extra income. However, look at this, so my savings aim for January was £700, and I've done it. I transferred over £700 when I got paid into our investing account, and that's already been kind of put into a fund. So starting the year very much as I mean to go on. Somebody commented on Instagram, because I share like a payday post like update thing on Instagram, like what an amazing number that is, but the savings number and then the overpayment number is kind of a real big proportion of my income, and that's what we're kind of using it for, and living, you know, we live fairly simple lives. We don't earn a lot of money. I'm trying to earn some more so we can make this journey quicker, but it's very slow progress, but that's okay, that is part of the fun I suppose. But I'm really pleased, although as you can see I'm not the best at colouring in. I used a highlighter, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I'm really pleased that that's full. And then next week, at the end of the month, I will fill this reflection in. But this will hopefully, I'm hoping that all these things here, so this is for the variable expenses, you put what you budgeted at the start and then what you've spent as a total, and then the difference, so if it's over budget, what you've gone over, or if you haven't, then what's left. And I'm secretly hoping that all of those will be green, as in we've come under budget in every category, because again, cannot remember the last time I did that. So we'll see. Okay, so moving on to the cash envelopes, I'll just move that out of the way. So that's the cash I'm going to be using for this week. As always, I'll link below the the cash envelope system I have. It's really simple, it's just on Amazon, and I love it. You know, if you watch my videos regularly, you know I love it. So now I only have 4. Because remember, the eating out budget and the clothes budget are at 0 for this year, which always seems weird to say. But anyway, so I've got my 4 cash envelopes, so there's food, petrol, miscellaneous and children. And now I've already emptied these all out of kind of change. So I've got a change jar that we're kind of dip into for random things if we need to. And I have taken out the £5 notes for my £5 saving challenge. I'll leave a link below to the video about that if you want. It is one of the most simple ways to save money. But you know, so I've taken things out of here. So in the food envelope I have £2.50 I've left in there, which is not a lot. Petrol for change has £10 left in there. So that's quite good. Miscellaneous has, what does that have in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's £5 in change in there. And then the children's envelope is empty because I put a £10 note in there last week, if you watched my video last week. And I didn't spend it, so that's gone into a sinking fund. And you might be wondering why I didn't do the same for that, but I didn't. Don't ask me why. So for this week, so my budget there said that I've got £70 left for food, well £75 something. So as a starting point I'm going to put £70 into the food envelope, so 20, 40, 60 and 70. £70. And technically my new budget should start on Saturday, but we'll see. I mean, it will. I'll do all my budget updates and stuff. But yeah, £70 going in there, because then that's now has, if it'll go in, £72.50 in there, which is almost the remainder of my food budget for January. So that's good. I'm happy if that ends up being all spent, to be fair. It's what it's there for. And things like fruit and veg, but fruit mainly in our household because we go through quite a lot. It's actually quite expensive. It's so much more expensive to buy like kind of, especially blueberries for example, because I know that's things we go through a lot of. Like a punnet of blueberries is like £3 versus a packet of biscuits which is like 40p. So food, yeah, we'll probably end up spending most of that. I'm determined not to go over there though. I can do it. So I've added that in there. So because petrol has £10 left already, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just put £20 in there, and that leaves that with £30. And I think that will be enough for this week. Although my budget left over for petrol is loads higher than that. Maybe I should put £30 in there. I don't know. No, I'll put £20 in there. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. I'll put £20 in there. That leaves us with 30 altogether. And that should do, she says. I've said that before, haven't I? So £30 for petrol this week. And I'll fill the cart today while we're at the supermarket because it's the cheapest one near us for petrol. So £30 in the petrol envelope. Miscellaneous, what's left in here? So there's 5 already in there. And how much have I got in the miscellaneous budget left? Was it £30 odd? We do need a couple of household things this week. So I might put £30 in there and then just hope I spend nowhere near that. Don't normally spend up £30 in a week in miscellaneous. However, I am going somewhere on Tuesday and will need to pay for parking for that, and I have absolutely no idea how much that will cost. And that for us comes out of the miscellaneous envelope. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put £30 in the miscellaneous envelope. Does seem quite a lot though. And that's what we'll go with. So that means I've got £35 in there, including some change, which is always handy to have. And then the final envelope, as always, the children envelope. I've got one £10 left. So that's obviously going to go in there, and we'll see. We'll see if we end up going to soft play this week or not. I might do. We'll see. It's not the best place in the world to go, I must admit. But I'm not going for me, I suppose. So £10 in children, £30 in miscellaneous, £20 in petrol and £70 in food are my 4 cash envelopes for the remainder of January. And like I said before, I know the system might not work for everybody. I absolutely love the cash envelope system. It really has transformed my own spending habits. These combined with the budget planner that I also use. This folder is just from Sainsbury's. The combination of the two have done that. And I tried apps. I do have a spreadsheet that I then kind of collate everything in at the end of the month, but it's really basic. It's not detailed like the budget planner. The combination of these things mean that I can track my own spending, because I am very much an emotional spender. And things like if you've had a bad day at work, or if you're really tired, or you're really stressed, or it's just been a long day at home with children who bicker. Do you know what I mean? Like anything for me could be used as a trigger to spend money, and that could be online on kind of different apps. I've deleted lots of apps off my phone, and I've unsubscribed to lots of emails for that reason, and now really do only use cash envelopes apart from when I'm buying presents, because I tend to buy those online. There's lots of little independent shops, say on Instagram, that I quite like to buy things from. Obviously that's online and that's using a card, and that's slightly different. But the majority of our spending is done with this system, and believe me, it works. But you know, you need to find out what works for you. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching and joining me again, and I will see you very soon.